My name is Vujicic.
I was born this way and there's no medical reason why that happened. The doctors looked at me and said he's not going to walk, he's not going to go to school, he's not going to do anything in his life.
I was actually the first special needs child to be integrated into the mainstream education system in Australia, and I was awarded Young Citizen of the Year in 1990. Speaking at 5 congresses, I've met 7 presidents all around the world. My largest crowd was 110,000. I have 30,000 invitations for me to speak. So wherever I go, I talk about the value of life. I talk about anti-bullying messages for the school systems in different nations. I did in a short film, 30 awards. I got Best Actor in a Short Film. I've done my own music video. I've written 2 books. First book, 30 languages, 800,000 copies. I'm 29, and we know 1 billion people know who I am. Not to bring up my pride or my name or my status, trust me. But I hope you are inspired to know that if I can dream big, then so can you. Words are powerful.
Some of you thinking like, man, seriously? You had kids picking on you? Like, how heartless are those kids? You would probably say, well, I'm not that bad. I wouldn't pick on a kid with no limbs. But why would you pick on anyone? Me facing all that stuff? I'm getting these seeds. Everybody say seeds. S-E-E-D-S, seeds. Have you seen the pictures of the sequoia reds up here in California? These huge trees. Like some of the trunks could be as nearly big as this room. That all started with a little seed. If you leave a seed of lies in your heart and in your mind and you don't know the truth, if you don't know the truth, you will die with the lie.
If we could choose anyone in the world to come and communicate 3,000 to 5,000 people, who do we choose? And it was pretty much unanimous in that room. Let's see if Nick was a powerful communicator and one of the men that's going to really reach our nation in the world. Probably 1,500 kids at this assembly. It was over, it was done. We are going down the center aisle. He saw something that nobody else saw. He was going right past this young girl and he noticed she was bald. And he stopped, backed up, and he looks right in this little girl's eyes. She said, "I love you, sweetie." And that little girl started crying. He said, "Put your arms around me." He just whispered a prayer in her ear. The place began to weep. And I watched a high school full of broken kids feel something that rarely this generation gets.
One girl in the middle of the room started weeping and she put up her hand and she said, "I'm so sorry. Can I come up there and give you a hug?" And in front of everybody, she came up and she hugged me and she cried on my shoulder and she whispered in this ear, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. No one's ever told me that they love me. No one's ever told me that I'm beautiful the way that I am." There was this one bully. I became his target for 3 weeks. And every time I go by him, he's like, "Hey, there's Nick. He has no..." And you can imagine what he said. And I'm like, what's his problem, man? So one day after 3 weeks, I went up to him. And I said, "Hey," I said, "can you please stop it?" He's like, "Oh, is that hurting you?" Now I could have said, "Nah." Or I could have said, "Yeah." It takes a level of humility to actually say, actually, I don't like that. I got a letter from the headmaster, and he said, "Nick, you forever changed our school. We haven't seen any bullies pick on anybody for 8 months straight. We don't know what happened, but in the best words that I can describe, there's just a new thought in the air that it just ain't cool anymore. It just ain't cool. Love yourself a bit more. Love each other a lot more.